From a very young age, I was always passionate about art, but I never received a proper education in art until high school. If it hadn't been for the education in art that I had received in high school, I probably wouldn't be a fine art and graphic design major today. My teacher's guidance gave me the inspiration to want to teach other high school students so that they may be given the help they need to improve their talent and discover their capabilities to have the chance to go after their dream careers in art. Therefore, in my lessons for class, I taught while keeping my passion for art in mind, and hoped that I could transfer that passion to my students. When opening my lessons, I would try to get the students enthusiastic about the topic by demonstrating my own love for art with something just as simple as a smile and an enthusiastic comment about the start of the lesson. I would try to gain their interest and attention by asking questions to introduce the topic and to get students thinking about what the new project might entail. I also would try to incorporate visual aids into my lessons, whether it involves drawing examples on the board to demonstrate step-by-step how to use a certain technique, or to demonstrate pieces of art history. A couple of the things that I noticed I needed to improve on involved using less hand motions, as sometimes that tended to be a nervous habit of mine, and trying to find ways to get students to figure out the answers to questions I ask without revealing the answer myself if they are struggling. I noticed that moving about the room and checking on the work of students was rather effective in keeping myself engaged with the class and being sure that the students were staying on target. When I used these skills with my ESL students, I saw that they proved to be rather effective, and that the more enthusiastic I seemed to be teaching the material, the more enthusiastic the students became about learning it. Teaching ESL also gave me a huge confidence boost in that I could be an effective teacher, and that I can help my students learn. I've also discovered on this teaching journey that passion is key, and that without passion for teaching your students and for the subject, then there would be no point to education, and that my goal as a future teacher is to help my future students become passionate about art.
It's quite a lovely Jackson Pollock, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
What does it say to you?
It restates the negativeness of the universe, the hideous, lonely emptiness of existence, nothingness, the predicament of man forced to live in a barren, godless eternity, like a tiny flame flickering in an immense void with nothing but waste, horror, and degradation, forming a useless, bleak straitjacket in a black, absurd cosmos.
What are you doing Saturday night?
Committing suicide.
What about Friday night?